Na-experience nyo din ba yung pagkasweldo nyo? After nyo magbayad ng mga bills, tataka kayo, saan ba napunta yung sinahod? Well, ganyan din kami before. Pero nung nag-start kami magkaroon ng paycheck routine, alam na namin kung saan napupunta and kung saan mapupunta yung sweldo namin. I-share ko din sa inyo yung ginawa kong Excel sheet and the app that we are using to track our daily expenses. 3 easy steps on how to set up your own paycheck routine. Step 1. Write all your monthly essential living costs. Basically, magkano ba yung need natin na pera para mabuhay sa isang buwan? Guilty kami ni Chrysel pagdating dito. Madalas kasi namin ginagawa before is yung tinatawag na mental accounting. Sa isip lang namin binabudget yung sweldo namin. Ang ending is, we spend more than our income. Then eventually, nagtataka kami, ba't ganun? Parang walang natira. So how did we overcome this habit? Physically write everything. Nung nagsisimula pa lang kami, talagang sinulat namin sa papel. Pero ngayon, syempre, we are doing it through Excel na. And we are doing it also through an app that I will show you later. Actually, before nung nasa Saudi pa kami, we're doing the envelope system where we are labeling each envelope kung para saan yun, kung ito para sa sasakyan, ito para sa kuryente, para sa bahay, para sa upa. Ang laking tulong sa amin nun psychologically kasi nakikita namin na ito lang yung natirang pera sa amin, ito lang yung physical na cash na tira sa amin na pwede naming spend kung magmamall kami or kung lalabas kami. Everything else is naka-set aside na. Pero dito kasi sa US, hindi na namin magawa yung envelope system namin from Saudi before. Kasi majority ng transaction dito is all through digital banking na. But we can still do that through paycheck automation, which I will show you in step number 3. So step 1, you break all your expenses in a month. You can download the spreadsheet template that I'm using here in the link description below. As you can see here, we broke down our expenses in 4 categories. First is yung fixed essential. As the word implies, yan yung mga expenses na walang wiggle room. Ito yung kahit anong mangyari, kailangan mo siyang bayaran. Unang-una dyan sa amin is yung tithes to church, house rent or yung mortgage payment namin. Then utilities, followed by car payment, car insurance, life insurance, tsaka yung support namin sa Philippines. Next category or yung second box namin is yung adjustable essential. Ito naman yung essential siya, pero we can try to reduce it or lower it. Like yung food and groceries. Adjustable siya, we can lower it. Pwede kaming hindi muna kumain sa labas para makatipid. Nandyan din yung gas, internet and mobile, bathroom amenities, self-care, and wellness. Our third category or yung third box natin is yung tinatawag namin na Essensanity. Short for essential for our sanity. Ito yung budget natin for leisure, fun activities, basically to keep our sanity para hindi tayo ma-burn out. Yan natin nilalagay yung eating out, coffee out, yung leisure activities natin like watching movies, going to parks, syempre may gastos na associated yan. We have our own self-reward. All of this category system, it really depends on you. It depends on your prioritization. Like yung self-care or wellness, you can, if it really matters to you, you can put it in fixed essential. Like yung gym membership mo, fixed expenses yon. Yung mga vitamins na iniinom mo, fixed expenses yon. Glutathione, yung collagen, it's all under self-care and wellness. Kailangan mo yung bilhin every month. So you can move it to your first category, which is fixed essential. Then last but not the least, our fourth category, or as you can see in our fourth box, ito yung mga future essential. Dito na po pasok yung emergency fund, yung mga savings goals natin like down payment for the house, or kung may bahay na kayo, yung pay off early yung mortgage. Meron din dyan yung car breakdown or car maintenance, and nandyan din yung house maintenance. Travel funds, syempre. Of course, retirement and investment. Kung di nyo pa napanood yung how to start to save for your retirement, watch nyo dito sa video na ginawa ko on how to open your Roth IRA. As you can see as well, we put a target amount on our future essential. Like yung emergency fund, our target is 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. Meaning yung first box namin, saka yung second box, yung kano yung nagagastos namin dyan, 3 to 6 months worth kailangan naming ilagay, i-save sa emergency fund. This will help you kung may mga unexpected na nangyari sa buhay nyo. Like sa experience namin, si Chrysel nag-undergo siya ng operation. Minor surgery lang naman. Kailangan niyang magpahinga for 2 to 3 weeks. So, dito sa US, no work, no pay. Sa loob ng 3 weeks na yon hindi siya nakapagtrabaho. So, nabawasan yung income namin. So, dito pumasok yung 3 to 6 months namin na emergency fund. It covered all our fixed essential and adjustable essential expenses. The whole 3 weeks na hindi siya nakapagtrabaho. Go to step 2, identify your household income. So you can see below, we have 3 kinds of income. So ang income 1 namin is yung kay Chrysel. So you can also put a note on there, Chrysel paycheck. And then my paycheck, then income 3 is like side hustle. For this example, gamitin natin yung net paycheck sa video ni Chrysel. Kung di nyo pa napanood, watch nyo dito yung paycheck reveal niya. Ang net pay niya doon is 6,463. Then let's say yung paycheck ko is around 3,000. Meron din kaming side hustle na we are earning 1,000 monthly. Yan yung time na pinaupahan namin yung extra room dito sa aming bahay. So we'll put that in side hustle. So identify na natin yung total household income namin for a month. We will now go input the value for our expenses. Let's say tithes to church, we're giving $500 a month. Yung mortgage namin is $2,300. Utilities is around $200. Car payment, around $700. Car insurance is $150 a month. Yung life insurance namin combined, meron kasi si Chrysel na IUL. Ako naman, may term life ako. So, it's around $200. Then, yung support na pinapadala namin sa Pilipinas is worth $700. Adjustable essential, food and groceries, $1,000. Then, sa gas, around $30. Because we own an electric car, so yan yung cost ng charging. Yung internet and mobile namin is $110. Kasama na dyan yung wifi. Bathroom amenities, I can say $50 a month. This includes shampoo, soap, and everything. Self-care and wellness. Ito ang dito tayo magkakatalo. So let's say 100. Essential for sanity, eating out, 200. Coffee out, 100. Just throwing numbers. Parks, 100. Then self-reward, let's say 100 each. May tag 100 kami na pwede naming spend to buy new clothes or new shoes or Amazon. So, 200. As you can see below, ang total household income namin is 10,463. And yung mga na-input na expenses namin is nasa around na ng 6,640. So in here, we still have 3,823 that can go to future essential. So emergency fund, let's say maglalagay tayo ng $1,000 for this month. And then, let's say magdadagdag kami ng 500 per month dun sa aming mortgage para ma-pay off early. 300 sa car breakdown or house maintenance para kung ano man mangyari sa bahay or sa sasakyan. We have the budget for it. Travel funds, syempre, 500. And the remaining will go to our retirement and investment. So, we still have 1,523 here. So, we'll put that into investment and retirement. So, kung makikita nyo dito, zero out na yung remaining income. So, meaning, every dollar that we will receive for this month, nakaspecify na siya kung saan mapupunta. Isa pa sa ginagawa namin para makatulong sa aming budgeting is we're using an app, Every Dollar by Dave Ramsey. If you're not familiar with Dave Ramsey, kat na financial guru dito sa US. Yan, Every Dollar from Ramsey. So, you just need to sign up with your email, create an account. So, basically, we're using this app just to track our expenses on a daily basis. Like, kumain kami. Instead na you put out your notepad na susulat mo doon yung ano mo, minsan nakakalimutan mo, di ba? Once na nagastos mo na or na-swipe up mo na sa credit card mo, di mo na maalala kung ano yung binili mo doon. It's for what? It's for food? Is it for amenities? is you don't know, di ba? So, ang ginagawa namin ni Chrysel, pagkalabas ng pera, sinusulat namin agad dito sa app. And then eventually, ta-transfer namin dun sa Excel para makita namin kung ano ba yung percentage namin. Meron din dito sa app pero kailangan ng premium account. Again, just to track the expenses sa time na ginastos namin. Punta ka lang dito sa plus. Let's say we went to Walmart and we spent $50. Okay, then I can write the merchant as well if you want. And then budget item, you will see here, groceries. Okay. Then you can also add a note kung ano yun. So bottom line is we're using the app just to record our daily expenses para hindi namin nakakalimutan at para at the end of the month we can do reconciliation. We will now go to step 3. As you can see, there are corresponding percentage sa bawat category. Fixed essential, 45%. Adjustable essential, 12%. Essential for sanity or Essensanity as I call it, 6%. Future essential, 37%. Ito na yung envelope system na ginagawa namin sa Saudi. Pero dito, we call it paycheck automation. So when you hover above the percentage, you can see that there is a specified bank account. So ang ginawa namin is yung 45% plus yung 12%, which is total of 58%. Let's round it up to 60%. Dumediretso na doon sa account na sinetup namin para doon. And then yung 37% for future essential, napupunta naman siya sa account number 2, which is hindi namin pwede galawin yun kasi it's essential for our future emergency fund. And then yung 6% naman, it's either we keep this as cash or sa Apple Pay namin or yung sa checking account namin. Anytime yun yung pang swipe namin, mga restaurant, coffee out, gano'n. Ang gusto namin kasi ma-achieve dito is magkaroon ng segregation yung sweldo namin para hindi natin nakikita yun as one big amount. Which is usually na-tempt tayo na gumastos pag nakikita natin, may $5,000 kami sa account na to. So we deserve this. Parang gano'n. We deserve this vacation or we deserve to eat something or to buy this bag or anything, di ba? Kasi nakikita natin may 5,000 or 8,000 dun sa bank account mo Pag pumunta kayo sa HR ng company nyo, pwede kayo mag-request na hati-hatiin yung paycheck nyo by percentage in every account. So going back to our Excel sheet, yung 45% at yung 12% ng fixed essential tsaka adjustable essential. Ilagay namin yan dun sa bank account namin sa Advantial. Kasi nandun yung loan namin sa sakyan. Tapos yung app nung Advantial, handy siya na pangbayad dun sa mga utilities, pang padala sa Pilipinas. Kaya yung fixed essential and adjustable essential, which is 60% ng paycheck namin, dumediretso siya sa Advantial account. Then yung future essential, which is 37%, dumediretso siya account namin sa Apple. Currently, ang Apple is offering 4.50% interest. At the same time, liquid din siya. Meaning, anytime, pwede namin withdrawin yun for emergency purposes. And yung 6% dito sa Essential for Sanity, dumediretso naman siya sa aming local bank dito. Automatic na pag pumasok yung sweldo namin, distributed na siya sa mga kategory na yan. That's why we call it paycheck automation. Key takeaway for this video. Write everything down, income and expenses. Instead of using mental accounting like what we're doing before, mas magandang isulat nyo yung income at yung expenses nyo monthly para nakikita nyo kung saan talaga napupunta yung sweldo. Also, once na nasa harap nyo na yung income and yung expenses nyo, ito yung time na makakapag-reflect na kayo. Nung nag-start kaming isulat yung income and expenses namin, nakita namin kung saan napupunta yung bawat sweldo namin. Nakakapag-reflect kami sa mga expenses namin monthly. Doon din namin napag-isip-isip na ano bang pwede namin gawin para ma-increase yung income namin. It's either you do side hustle or small business. Like sa Pinas noon, nag-business kami, nagbenta-benta kami ng bagnet. Another key takeaway, set financial goals. Like for us, nung mga unang buwan namin dito sa US, ang ultimate goal namin is to purchase our own house as early as possible. Kasi we want to avoid renting. So what we did with our monthly expenses, we were paying 1,000 sa rent noon. Ang nilalagay namin sa budget namin is 2,000. So we are setting our mind na we are already paying the mortgage. So yung difference na 1,000, pupunta yun sa savings, which eventually pinang-down namin sa bahay. Bottom line is, kung may financial goal kayo, nakadefine yun mismo dun sa budgeting nyo. So every sweldo, pag bubuksan nyo yung Excel nyo, it will remind you na mag-set aside para dun sa goal nyo. This will always remind you na kung ano ba yung priority mo sa buhay. Like yung kakilala ko dito, ang financial goal niya is makapag-save ng 20% for down payment sa house. So every month, nakikita niya kung magkano na yung nasisave niya at kung magkano pa yung kailangan niyang isave. So yung financial goal niya keeps on reminding her na ito ang priority mo. Kaya kung may bagong labas ng LV or may bagong labas ang sapatos or anything, nare-remind siya na yung bag ang priority mo. Ito ang priority mo, yung pang down. Another key takeaway on this budgeting habit is you can now define what matters most. Dito namin na-realize kung ano ba talaga yung importante sa buhay namin. Like for us, we put God first sa buhay namin. So number one dun sa list ng expenses namin is yung lights. Also, we value quality time, yung mga quality experiences. Like dun sa budgeting process, nakikita namin kung may nasasave ba kami na fund para sa travel. Pag wala, nagka-cut off kami sa eating out or instead na bumili kami ng bagong damit, nilalagay namin sa travel funds kasi that's what matter most to us. Another lesson we learned is tumatanda na tayo, like us, nasa mid-30s na kami, 34, 35 na kami, magta-35 na kami this year. Hindi katulad nung nasa Saudi kami, nasa mga 20s kami. Pag may bagong phone, bili, may bagong Apple Watch, bili. Pero ngayon, iba na yung priority namin, retirement na. Before we end the video, I want to share you a quote from Dave Ramsey. A budget isn't about restricting what you can spend. It gives you permission to spend without guilt or regret. Diba? Ang sarap sa pakiramdam na pag binili mo tong bag na to na gusto mo or binili mo tong phone na to, alam mo na you're secured, na may savings ka for retirement, you have savings for your emergency fund, you have set aside fund for all your fixed essential. It gives you the true financial freedom. So that's it guys for this video. Kung may napulot kayong value sa video nyo to, don't forget to subscribe and like. At kung may mga kakilala kayo na alam nyo na kailangan nilang mapanood tong video na to about budgeting, don't hesitate to share. Also, if you haven't watched yet kung paano mag-open ng Roth IRA para sa inyong retirement, watch in this video. Also, you can watch other videos from Chrysler, like yung paycheck reveal niya, nandito. Tapos yung cost of living, nandito. At kung papunta kayo ng Cookeville, Tennessee, may mga daily vlogs kami na about Cookeville, nandito naman. Alright, I'll see you in the next video guys. Peace!